Welcome to Southern California Prep Insider. I'm Tommy Morris, and filling in for Katie Austin is
Jessica Lucero.
We're here at Lawndale High School. The Cardinals are about to take on Culver City. One of the best running backs in the nation plays here at Lawndale. Should be an exciting game. But before that, we have to get to, like always, our top recruits.
Top recruits, yes. And guess what? This week I got to go to St. John Bosco, which, just like Beyonce says, if I were a boy, this would be my alma mater. Let's take a look. What's up, guys? Jessica here with Colby Bowman, wide receiver here at St. John Bosco. Now, Colby, you committed to Stanford at the end of your sophomore year. Yes. What was it about Stanford that made that commitment so easy for you?
I think it was just a combination of academics and athletics, something that's very hard to turn down. They're ranked in football, usually top 25 every single year. It just felt like family once I first got up there. Coach Shaw and his staff are great, and the atmosphere up there is unbelievable.
Now we're going to throw back to last week against J. Sarah. It was a close game, right. 35-28, but you guys did walk away with the win. Now, a game like that really sort of puts it all into perspective for you guys. What did you come out of there realizing that you all really have to sort of work on?
I think we need to face adversity a little better. You know, once they got up on us, I saw some kids pounding around. I think we need to pick each other up a lot better. And yeah, I think from that game, we need to face adversity better.
Now, a lot of the players here, a lot of your teammates are also on the track team here, right, and you being one of them. Yeah. So how much has running track here really helped your football game? You
know, track has helped out a lot. I think football and track go hand to hand. You know, track season's on, football's off season, so it works out perfectly. It's always good to work on speed because football is all about speed. Not all about speed, but it's a huge factor. And track is just a lot of fun, I think. Yeah, I fell in love with it. I started running my sophomore year. And I fell in love with it.
Do you think you're going to run in college?
Yeah, I've talked about that to Coach Shaw. I think I'm probably going to take it off my freshman year just to get football under my belt, get school under my belt, and then we'll go from there.
Now, how would you describe your playing style when you're out there on the field?
You know, I try to give it all every single game, every single down, you know, all heart, all effort, all the time. That's what me and my dad go by usually. So, yeah, just be fast off the ball. Be strong, be physical, and block and be a team player. That's a huge thing. And when you don't got the ball in your hand, go downfield and block somebody.
I like that. Now, a lot of people have different things that sort of keep them motivated. When they suit up, get on the field, they have a lot of different things that really help them go out there and stay focused. What is your why, and what just really keeps you motivated when you go out there?
My family. You know, my family's my rock. They've always been by my side. My parents have pushed me through everything I've done so far. My siblings have pushed me through everything. I got to be the best role model I can for my little brother, my little sister. So for sure, my family. Also my teammates, you know, I got to come out here and give it my all for them. Football is a game of, you know, accountability. You got to count on your teammate to do their job. They're gonna count on you to do your job. So for sure, definitely my family and my teammates keep me going.
That's definitely the biggest part about playing on a sport, where you know, there's so many of you out there on the field. It matters both ways. Now, say you guys go out there, you have a lot of tough competitors coming up, obviously, now that you're in league play. How do you go out there and stay mentally tough when you have these games coming up that are going to be very tough? You know, you can be down at one point in the next couple of games. So what do you do out there in order to keep yourself motivated and stay mentally tough?
You know, I just get my mind off of it. I go out and pick my brothers up. That's how I keep my mind off it, you know. A lot of people cope with stress differently. I really think that's when my best game comes out, when it's high pressure situations. So the way I get my mind off it is by picking other people up.
You've played here for the past couple of years. What would you say have been some of your biggest accomplishments?
I think winning state in 2016. I didn't contribute to the team a whole bunch just because I was behind. I think 5 receivers going D1. It was my sophomore year, so still a little young. But I learned a lot from that team. The brotherhood was unreal. I mean, everybody held each other accountable, which is huge. And we all just worked together every single aspect of the game.
Looking forward to hopefully another one this year. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's all for this Top Recruit.
Great job, Jessica. Now it's time for round 2 of 4 of our top recruits.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding. We're going to send it over to Connor, who made the drive all the way up to Apple Valley.
I'm here with Jeff Widener, the quarterback at Apple Valley. Jeff, you guys are off to a 7-0 start so far this season. What's allowed you guys to be so successful?
Just staying focused during the season and during the off season, working hard and keeping your eye on the goal.
First game of the year, you came out and you passed for 8 touchdowns, which was one away from the Southern Section record of 9. Absolutely incredible performance from you in the first game. Some guys, they start the season kind of slow, a little bit laid back. You put the pedal right to the floor. How were you able to throw 8 touchdowns in one game, and what were you feeling walking off the field after that one?
I think it all came in during the film sessions from the coaches. They knew they knew what to call and when to call it, and I think that played a huge role in it. I felt good after. I just felt like if this is the start of the season, wonder what I can do during the season. So.
Yeah, and since then you've been not 8 touchdowns a game good, but really close to that. You lead Division 5 in passing yards. You're right up there with touchdowns. You have a great connection with wide receiver Xander Witt, who is number 1 in receiving yards. What's up with your connection with him? How are you able to be so successful throwing the ball his way?
I think we just have built a lot of chemistry over the years because he's been playing since his sophomore year. I've been playing since my sophomore year, so we've been together all 3 years, and we've just built a lot of chemistry. And yeah.
Number 1 in Division 5 right now. Clearly it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish, but you guys have started really well. How do you keep this momentum going and finish strong?
We just keep our eye on the goal, which is winning the CIF championship, and if we keep our eye on the goal, we'll be just fine.
How helpful has the coaching staff been with this offense? You guys are putting up 1 million points a game, you're getting a ton of yards. It seems like the coaches have a lot figured out. How helpful have they been?
They've been extremely helpful. You know, they put a lot of time in the film room, and I think that plays a huge role in our success on offense.
Who do you model your game after, whether it's a quarterback in the NFL or in college?
I like to model my game after Peyton Manning because of his work ethic and how he stays focused all the time.
From last year, you were a semifinalist in Division 10. Now you're in Division 5. Were you expecting that big of a jump and to be really competing so well in Division 5 so soon?
I wasn't expecting that big of a jump, but I knew wherever we were going to be, we were going to compete, and we were going to, try to be the best that we can.
Do you have any favorite memories from your time at Apple Valley, whether it was the 8 touchdown performance or something your junior year or sophomore year?
I would say probably beating Serrano 2 years in a row because that's the first time that anyone's ever done that at Apple Valley High School.
My final question for you, Jeff. Semifinalist last year, as I mentioned, you came up a bit short this year. You have a great shot in Division 5. What's it going to take to see it through and win a CIF title?
It's just going to come down to who wants it more and who can keep their eye on the goal. I think as long as we don't get distracted by anything and keep pushing forward, we'll be fine.
That's Jeff Widener, the quarterback here at Apple Valley High. Jeff, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job, Connor. Now this time around, we're going to send it over to Beverly.
That's right, and she's got another great wide receiver named Keyshawn.
I'm here with Keyshawn Sykes, receiver and defensive back for Fountain Valley. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So first of all, how's the recruitment process going for you right now?
It's good. A few colleges are looking out. I'm still trying to keep my options open and trying to really get a D1 scholarship that I really want.
What are you looking for in a school?
Education in engineering and construction. I'm trying to have my business started. But other than that, I want a football team where it's just like a brotherhood again and somewhere where I could just actually play and challenge myself to start so I can just push forward to the next level.
How would you pitch yourself to a college?
I'm a fast, elusive player. I'm open to learning. I just want to win. So that's pretty much, I'll do whatever it takes to win. So wherever position you need me to play, I'll play.
So you are known for your speed. How would you describe your chemistry with your quarterback? You're definitely one of his favorite targets.
We really are really good at either just keeping it simple, I can beat somebody downfield, or I could just hit him with a zero and just go around him. But he already knows where to put the ball, and I just already know where to run the route. So.
Do you have a team nickname?
It's Shawnee. Not Air Shawnee, it's just Shawnee, yeah. It's named after started with my mom. She called me that, and my nephew calls me that. So.
How do you prepare for a game?
Oh, definitely just listening to some music. Listening to music and just staying focused with the boys, that's all I need. Pretty much just a big dinner, and eat some canes. Oh, I always eat a banana right before, the night before and the night after. And let's see, peanut butter jelly sandwich melted for 30 seconds. That's pretty much it, yeah.
What song gets you really hyped up before a game?
Oh, Chief Keef, Love Sosa, Drip Too Hard by Lil Baby. Woo! That's all give me that's what keep me going.
What does it mean to you to be a Fountain Valley Baron?
I just really grew up here all my life, and I never really known anything else except Baron, blue blood. So it's what's in me. It's just everything I grew up off of. My family went here. It's just a legacy of mine. So I just want to live it up to the fullest.
What are your senior season goals?
Win the bell, win a championship, and make memories that I'll always remember.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
3/4 of top recruits down. Time to put the fours for our fourth quarter.
Fourth and final, sending it down to CPED down in San Diego section. Christian Pedersen, take it away.
Thank you very much. I'm now joined by an open division defending champion. You can't say it enough when you're here at Helix because the Scotties, they know about finals, they know about winning. This is Delshon Traylor. He's the quarterback. So, what I got to ask, what's a season like? Because most of the people out there watching are not trying to defend an open division championship with everybody gunning for them. What's that like, trying to prepare for games while you know that everyone in the county is coming for you?
Well, I mean, it's fun because, you're always going to get everybody's, best bet. So you know that the team on the other side isn't going to take it lightly. So you prepare that way. You know that you shouldn't take it lightly. So it makes practice fun. It makes games fun. And honestly, this season has been very fun for us.
Now, at Helix, it's easy to see the success translate to the next level. We got NFL, college, everything, including Carson Baker, who was the quarterback last year. He is now playing at San Diego State. So what's it like knowing that you've seen what it takes to win, to get to that next level at the guy that you were backing him up last year? How does that help elevate your game this year?
Well, it was key because, everything that he learned in practice, he was really generous with passing on to me, so he wasn't selfish with any of his knowledge. So I feel like it's very important to me because seeing him go on to the next level and be successful, it gives me wisdom and hope. So it shows that I can be on the same level as he is, maybe better.
Last note that I got to end with, you have another season after this. So, all the seniors this year will say we want to go back to one more, but what do you think the legacy can be for this junior class, and how can you guys really just break through that ceiling?
Well, me personally, I just want to be a dynamic player for my team because I'm playing multiple positions right now. I'm playing quarterback, running back, free safety. So I just want to be able to give my team my all and be able to display that. And for my class, I just want us all to get the appreciation that we deserve because we've been working, been grinding it out, and it's the seniors' year this year. But I feel like if we continue to keep working, then next year our year will be just as good.
Well, only time will tell how many rings these guys can pile up before they all graduate. Thank you so much for being on with us, and best of luck this season.
Thank you so much, Christian. Great way to finish off the top recruits. But next up, we're going to throw it off to a couple of other athletes who might not be on the football field, but on the court, a couple of other places.
Yeah, any other sort of playing service is our watch list. Let's see who's on it this week.
Welcome to this week's Watch List. I'm Beverly Pham, Southern Section correspondent for Southern California Prep Insider. This week we're highlighting 3 boys water polo athletes from around the Southern Section that you should be keeping an eye on. First up, we have Caden Likens from Dana Hills High School. The senior water polo player is currently being recruited by UC Santa Barbara and UC Davis. He's known for trying to win in any way he can, whether it be scoring goals, making assists, or drawing ejections. Caden has been playing water polo for 9 years and has been on varsity for 4 years. Last season, he was awarded with First Team All-League, Second Team CIF, and Academic All-American honors. Next, we have Colin Winters from Murrieta Valley High School. The senior has been in recruiting talks with UC Irvine, UCLA, UC Davis, and Pomona Pitzer. Colin has been playing water polo for about 10 years with 4 of them on varsity and is a leader on defense as a goalie for the Nighthawks. Last season, Colin was named the Southwestern League MVP, All-CIF First Team, and All-American Sixth Team. Finally, we have Troy Gleason from Mira Costa High School. The senior was recruited by USC, UCLA, Princeton, and Brown, but ultimately committed to Stanford to pursue a strong athletic and academic environment. Troy plays a utility role for the Mustangs, starting as center defender and cycling through all positions throughout the game. As team captain, he encourages his teammates to have a positive and excited attitude for games and practices. Troy was named the 2016 JV MVP, 2017 All-Area First Team, and 2018 USA Water Polo All-American. That concludes our watch list segment for this week. If you'd like to nominate a player or yourself, DM me on Twitter at BeverlyFam or shoot an email to beverly@scprepinsider.com. Thanks for watching and see you next week.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, Well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is options. Go ahead and take a moment to feast your eyes on our fresh grilled chicken cheesesteaks. Okay, time's up. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
The sub above difference is options. Go ahead and take a moment to feast your eyes on our fresh grilled chicken cheesesteaks. Okay, time's up. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Welcome back to Southern California Prep Insider. Now, while we are still a couple minutes away from kickoff, what's the next segment that we got?
It's time for Building Character. Connor Morissette went down to Torrey Pines High School for the story.
Torrey Pines junior guard Nick Herman loves to hoop. It's been that way for a while.
The thing that sticks out with me regarding Nick is how dedicated he's been. As a young kid, he used to come to our holiday tournament that we have every year, and he would sit right behind the bench during games and listen to us coach and just try to be involved and just get the feel of what high school basketball and what he was looking forward to was all about at that time.
Listen to how hard he grinds.
Most mornings, I try to get up anywhere around 3:30-ish, try to, maybe run, lift, get shots up, do some dribbling or whatever, and then go to school, do my schoolwork, and right after school I would head up to Trent Suzuki. Shout out Trent Suzuki for everything you do for me. I try to go up to Trent Suzuki and work out anywhere to like 2 to 3 hours. Then I'll come back home, do my homework, eat or whatever, and then I'll go straight to either here, the gym, or park by my house, and I'll work out with my grandpa for anywhere from like 1 to 2 hours on shooting stuff like that. So pretty much my whole day is revolved around basketball.
All of that hard work had finally paid off.
He's waited his turn, his junior year. He's right in the middle of our rotation this year. And he's worked hard to get to that place.
But this past summer, Herman began to feel pain in his legs. Eventually, he went to see a doctor.
After getting a biopsy, they showed that I have a osteosarcoma bone cancer in my left fibula, which, was hard to hear, but that's what the doctors told me.
Herman started chemotherapy earlier this week.
It hits you pretty hard, but I think the worst thing was just having to see your parents' reaction, just having to see, your mom just kind of breaking down and crying, and that was by far the hardest thing for me when hearing the news.
What Herman says will power him through this fight is a goal he set when he was first diagnosed. A year from now, he wants to return to the basketball court.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I can't do, and if I can for sure push through it, and you know, I'm kind of excited for the challenge, to be honest. No matter how bad things get, like, you can always make the most out of it, and I think God's given me that opportunity, and I'm just gonna keep my head up and, you know, work as hard as I can, you know, fight through the cancer, do everything the doctors tell me to do, and just, you know, just look at it positively, you know.
Nick has received immense support from the San Diego basketball community, his family, and his friends.
I'd be very surprised if, knowing Nick, if he wasn't on the court by next year.
This story is just beginning.
My goal is to, you know, go to college for free to play basketball, and if I could get through this, I mean, there's no way I can't get through other challenges, and I'm just gonna work as hard as I can to reach all my goals, and, you know, setting goals like that, it really helps you get through, like, the tough and difficult times.
Thank you, Connor. That was a very touching story. Now, up next, you know what I like to do a little more than Netflix and chill?
What is that, Jessica?
Content and chill.
That's right. You know what my favorite content is?
What?
SCPI content, of course. You can find all of it at scprepinsider.com. That's everything you see here on the show, plus additional interviews like top recruits. We got our podcast on there that gets in-depth for every single sport in Southern section, LA City section, and San Diego section. Make sure to check it out. Also find us on social media at scprepinsider, SS for Southern section, at sdprepinsider if you're in San Diego. That's for Twitter and Instagram. We're also on Facebook, so check that out, because that's mostly for the parents, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not so much for the kids. And this is for the kids, though. It's advice from a pro. Let's see what it is.
We don't evaluate character on the field because we don't know exactly how he's coached. We don't know what he's allowed to do and not do. What we do is try to talk to everybody that he comes in contact with. Teachers, counselors, other students, preachers, ministers, priests, and then sometimes we even ask neighbors. You know, how the kid acts around them, how respectful he is to adults and that sort of thing. We ask as many people as we can that come in contact with the young man to decide if we're going to recruit him or not. But the best advice I ever got was from security guys on campus. You know, they're in the hallways, they're around, they're not seen all the time. They can see how a kid interacts with the other students, see how they interact with other adults other than maybe a person in authority. They see how they act outside in the parking lot. They get a true view of what kind of character the kid has when nobody's watching, and I've gotten a lot of good advice from them.
The sum above difference is options. Go ahead and take a moment to feast your eyes on our fresh grilled chicken cheesesteaks. Okay, time's up. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Jessica, looks like they're about to kick off right now, actually, which means it's time for game day, Culver City and Lawndale.
Yep, that's right. I'm so excited for this matchup. You ready?
Let's do it.
Whoop. What's up, guys? I'm with one of Lawndale's biggest fans over here. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Burgess.
And what do you have to say about Lawndale?
It's the best school ever, I'm telling you.
Why?
Look at the football team.
Let's look at them. All right, I'm with one of Lawndale's biggest fans over here. What's your name?
Noah.
And do you think they're going to win tonight?
Yes.
We'll see. Thank you so much. I heard you guys have some sort of cheer that you're willing to share with us. Can you guys do that for me? All right, you guys ready? What's up, guys? I'm with this week's Jersey Mike's fan of the game, Jazz, over here. Now, Jazz, can you share with us what you're doing over here?
Well, we're just selling cookies to help promote breast cancer awareness. This is the month of October, so we just want women to make sure, remind them to take care of themselves and get checked.
And why is this so meaningful to you? Why are you sporting so much pink?
Because I'm a woman, number one, and number two, we gave out scholarships last year, and one of the recipients' mother passed from it. So we just thought that, we need to do more because, now she's without a mother.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of SoCal Prep Insider.
Great job filling in today, Jessica. For myself, Tommy Morris, and the rest of the SCPI staff, we will see you next week.